Halo. Halo, everyone, wherever you are in the world. Let's dive into the heart of the African savannah with this channel, where age-old tales of wisdom, adventure, and mystery come to life. Journey through the expansive grasslands as we explore stories passed down through generations, featuring cunning animals, brave warriors, and mystical beings. Each folktale not only entertains, but also imparts valuable lessons and insights into the rich cultural heritage of Africa. Join us in unraveling the magic and wisdom of the African savannah.
The Rift of the Hunters. In the heart of the Zimbabwean wilderness, two skilled hunters, Jojo and Mofo, had carved out a life of harmony and plenty. Jojo, strong and resolute, wielded a spear, a weapon passed down through generations. Mofo, quick and calculating, relied on his two loyal dogs, Simba and Shumba. Together, the pair had an uncanny ability to track, outwit, and catch even the most elusive of prey. Their camaraderie was unshakable. Each morning, the hunters would set out at dawn, venturing into the dense bush where danger and opportunity lurked in equal measure. Jojo's spear would fly true, and Mofo's dogs would corner and retrieve the prey. Their combined efforts brought abundant spoils back to their village, where their wives, Paida and Nyasha, would greet them with warm smiles and songs of celebration. The pair shared everything equally: the thrill of the hunt, the fruits of their labor, and the adoration of their community. Weeks turned into months, and the harmonious rhythm of their hunting partnership seemed unbreakable. But then, a shadow of doubt began to creep into Mofo's heart. He started to believe that his two dogs, Simba and Shumba, were solely responsible for their success. Jojo's spear may be sharp, but my dogs are the ones catching the animals, Mofo thought, pride swelling in his chest. It is a tiny spear after all. One fateful day, after a particularly fruitful hunt, Mofo voiced his thoughts. Jojo, I've been thinking, perhaps we should change how we divide the spoils. Simba and Shumba are doing most of the work now. It's only fair that I take a larger share. Jojo frowned, the trust they had built over years wavering.
Mofo, we've always shared our spoils equally because we hunt as a team. Without my spear, your dogs wouldn't have the prey to retrieve. Why change what works?
But Mofo refused to relent. The disagreement escalated, words turned sharp, and their bond fractured. By the end of the day, Mofo had made a decision: he would hunt alone with his dogs. Jojo shook his head in sorrow but accepted the split. He too would hunt on his own. No one told his wife what had transpired that day. The separation brought stark changes to their lives. Jojo continued hunting with his spear, his keen eyes and unmatched skill guiding him to success. He returned to the village with abundant meat, and his wife Paida welcomed him with the same warmth and pride as always. His hunts remained a source of joy and sustenance for the community. Mofo, however, struggled. Simba and Shumba were loyal, but they lacked the precision and strategy that Jojo's spear brought to the hunts. Days turned into weeks, and Mofo's hunts yielded little. The once celebrated hunter faced growing frustration and shame. Nyasha grew anxious as their supplies dwindled, and whispers of Mofo's failure began circulating in the village. Desperate to prove himself, Mofo decided to chase bigger prey. He ventured deep into the wilderness, where the risks were high. He pushed Simba and Shumba to their limits, but without Jojo's spear, the larger animals escaped, leaving Mofo disheartened and exhausted. Meanwhile, Jojo thrived. One evening, as he returned with an impressive haul of meat, he noticed Nyasha waiting near the village gates. Her eyes were filled with worry.
Jojo,
she began hesitantly.
Mofo hasn't returned from the hunt. He's been gone for 3 days now. And of late, he has been virtually bringing nothing home. The last time he brought 2 mice, barely adequate for one person. I visited your wife and she has much meat. What is going on? Has my husband found another woman, who must be taking all the meat? Is he staying in with her? Tell me now. Where is my husband? Where have you hidden him? Has he been killed by an animal? Please.
Jojo cut her short, seeing that this barrage would go on and on if left unchecked. He felt a pang of concern. Despite their falling out, Mofo had been his closest friend and hunting partner. "I'll find him," Jojo promised. "Take this portion of meat. This, you will give my wife." He took his spear and ventured into the bush, guided by footprints and faint trails left by Mofo and his dogs. After hours of searching, Jojo found them. Mofo was slumped against a tree, his dogs lying beside him, weary and hungry. A large, snarling leopard prowled nearby, its eyes fixed on the trio. Jojo's heart raced as he assessed the situation. Mofo looked up weakly, guilt etched on his face. "Jojo, I shouldn't have." Before Mofo could finish, the leopard lunged. Jojo's spear flew through the air with deadly precision, striking the predator right in the open mouth and saving the group. The dogs barked weakly in relief, their tails wagging as they looked at Jojo with gratitude. Jojo helped Mofo to his feet, offering water and food. The two men walked back to the village in silence, the weight of their choices hanging between them. When they arrived, Nyasha and Paida embraced them, tears streaming down their faces. From that day forward, Mofo and Jojo mended their bond. They realized that their strength lay not in competition but in collaboration. Their hunting partnership resumed, stronger than ever, and the village once again thrived on their shared success. The experience left Mofo humbled and taught both men that unity was their greatest weapon against the challenges of the wild. I hope you have enjoyed the story, dear reader. Then, like and subscribe to the channel. Share and comment. Where are you watching from? Thanks for watching.